Hello there, and welcome to Ilum Radio. We're your hosts, Dave the Beard Menace, and of course, with me, my good old pal, Millie.
Hello there.
Hello there. So, how are we doing today, Millie?
Fantastic. How about yourself?
Doing pretty good. Little hot. Hoping that the fire
Oh
alarm...
yeah, there's a heat wave
Yar.
going on.
I'm hoping
Yep.
the fire alarm doesn't go off during our show. It shouldn't, but we will see. Only because the AC units kind of heat up. Anyway, that's not the point. The point of tonight's episode is we're doing a bit of a rewatch. And the reason why is because the Lego Star Wars Summer Vacation is dropping in about 3 weeks, 2 weeks?
August. It's like first week of August.
First week of August, yeah. So it's dropping soon. So Millie was like, hey, I got a damn good idea. She was like, let's rewatch all the Lego Star Wars stuff. And
All two of them.
All two of them. And we can get ourselves ready for the summer vacation. I'm like, you know what? That's a good idea. And that's why we are here. So, yeah, we rewatched the first Lego Star Wars movie that came out. And it was the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special, which, I don't know about you, felt kind of weird watching in the summer a little bit.
Yes, I agree. I believe it did come out originally during Life Day in November.
Yep.
Which is very fitting. And I believe it came out the exact anniversary date of the original Star Wars Holiday Special airing on NBC, I think it was.
I think you're correct. Now, the question is, before we get into talking about this holiday special,
Yes.
do you want to, at some point in November, watch the original holiday special and we talk about it?
I would love that. That would be hilarious, honestly. I don't think I've heard any podcast talk about that. So,
It's on you.
I mean any Star Wars podcast
Right.
or talk about that specific special I've watched YouTube commentators live reacting and posting their reactions or you know what I mean, reactions to that but I don't think I've ever seen or listened to any Star Wars podcasters talk about that, so that would be pretty interesting to talk about.
I've
That would be fun.
tried sitting through it. I think I made it about 15 minutes in and I just kind of gave myself an aneurysm. So I'll gladly watch it for the show. It's just it's an event.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's an event. And if you guys want us to watch it, definitely comment below or hit us on our socials at
You know what? Sorry,
yeah.
you know what I recommend, how to watch, the holiday special? Watch the Riff Tracks version, because that is hilarious.
Really? I didn't know there was a Riff Tracks.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's made by the same people who did Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Really?
The entire thing's on YouTube.
That might make it a lot easier. Okay.
Yeah, it makes the entire holiday special, more, entertaining. So I highly recommend that.
Good to know.
But if you want to do, a watch party thing...
Ooh, that's not a
watch
bad idea.
with friends. 'Cause I've done that before, and it's so funny and so fun to watch with other people.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, folks, now you have choices here. If you, it sounds like we are going to watch it in November. But if you want to join us for a supposed watch party, then let us know on Twitter at Ilum Radio, or reach out to us on Instagram at Ilum Radio as well, or even via email, ilumradiopodcast@gmail.com if you want to have us create a Discord, or in the comments below, or in the...
Discord community would be great, honestly.
It would, especially for that. But yeah, let us know, guys, what you want to do. I mean, we are going to talk about it, but if you want to join us to watch it, by any means, let us know in comments below or on our social medias. Anywho, Lego Star Wars Holiday Special. So, when does this take place, Millie?
This specific special takes place post Rise of Skywalker.
Mm-hmm.
Now keep in mind, this is the Lego special. This isn't in any way like in the main canon, but it's kind of semi-canon, if you know what I mean. Like everything that took place in the sequel trilogy, and everything else, like it's happened. It's canon in that universe, but like we don't know 100% if everything that happens in this special is 100% canon.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the stuff might be canon and some of it might not be. It's very confusing, but I like to think of like the whole Lego Star Wars universe as their like own canon, separate from the main canon, if you know what I mean. Like it's very confusing, but yeah, it's kind of important to the plot of like this whole special, but yes, this special takes place post Rise of Skywalker.
Mm-hmm.
I believe this is the first Star Wars project to take place post Rise of Skywalker, if I remember correctly.
I think you're right.
My knowledge.
Yeah, I think you're right. What was I gonna say? And it's interesting because it's like it takes place like post Rise of Skywalker. It's not canon adjacent. I like that role, Farm Boy.
Canon adjacent.
That's good.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
It's not canon, but they do some things or a couple things in this that really should be canon. A lot of us fans, especially those fans who are fans of the sequel trilogy, would want to see.
I will bring it up later, but I will bring up a thing that actually ties into a specific show.
Okay.
That I find really, really interesting. And
okay.
It has to do, just like later on when we talk about a specific character that shows up during the film. So,
okay.
Anyway.
Hopefully.
Anyway.
Yeah, hopefully we remember that. So
I actually wrote down the exact line as well, just to point things out.
Perfect.
So if you want to know the exact line, I wrote it down. So yeah.
Awesome.
I know you didn't write any notes, but I did because I'm insane. So.
No, like I don't think I could have added anything to the notes. I'm looking at them. I'm like, there's nothing I could have added to this. You know what? Yeah.
Just steal my credit.
I'm not stealing any credit. This is all Millie. I asked Millie, hey, do you want to take the lead? And she's like, no. I'm like, sure? Because you wrote all it,
I did all the behind the scenes work. It's fine.
So, the big canon thing that I think everyone wants to see is, well, it starts off obviously with Rey training Finn as a Jedi with her new saber, which we ultimately would love to see happen in canon, because obviously it's been said that Finn is force sensitive, especially at the end of the Rise of Skywalker. So Disney, give it to us.
It's been implied since Force Awakens. Like, come on, guys.
Right, exactly. So we want to see it, people. Let us see it. Like,
I don't care if it's in like animation, like freaking a video game. A video game would be freaking awesome. Like live action, TV series, like movie, TV series, animation, anything that's not Lego, I am for. Like anything non-Lego post-TROS content, even if it's in a freaking book, I don't care. Just give me something post-TROS that's not Lego, but I'd love to see that in that format.
It'd be dope, like going forward, like any new Jedi that are trained use like the yellow lightsaber. Going forward, like just to set them apart a little bit.
Like with there's like another character that's kind of also implied to be force sensitive. That's actually in the next special we will be watching for next week. So yeah, stay tuned for that episode next week. That's exciting.
So it starts off, and what I love about it, it starts off with like Rey giving him like force training or Jedi training. But Yoda's narrating like it's an actual like Christmas story. I love that so much.
Me too.
Yep.
I actually made. There's actually a reference to a specific Christmas special, like a real Christmas special, for the very end. But yeah.
Huh.
And I had to look up the exact name of the character that they're referencing. But yeah, it's very, very obscure, but only fans of the old school like Ranking Bass Christmas specials will understand.
Interesting. Gotcha. And we made an OnlyFans reference on our show. Haha. Anywho, um, you said it.
I said Rankin Bass, not what?
You'll someone will pick it up. You'll see what I mean.
Okay, all right, all right.
I'm sorry, Millie.
Anyway,
Love you, kid.
Anyway,
So, um,
Jeez.
so yeah, so it's Yoda. Yoda's narrating. Rey's training Finn, and I love how it already sets off the humor we're gonna see in this right at the beginning.
Yes.
Because like Finn's trying to train, and like he's getting beat up by like the training like droid, and he just goes nuts. He cuts things apart, and it turns into Lego bricks.
Yeah, I mean the Lego specials in general, like not just like Star Wars, like they always have like humor, like comedy / humor in them. So it's very, very Lego of them to like make it also a comedy, but at the same time also like a little serious as well.
So we have Poe running in with the rest of the crew. Because I guess like wait, they're on Kashyyyk, I think, right? Yeah, they're on Kashyyyk.
They're on Kashyyyk, yeah. Yep. They're on Kashyyyk the whole time.
Which is also cool because the original Life Day series took place on Kashyyyk with Chewbacca's family. So that's a nice little callback, I thought.
Yeah, later on in the film, they actually show up as well.
Yep. Although I never looked in to see if it was actually the same characters.
Same characters. They're the same characters.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, when they're, later on.
Later on.
A little later on, yeah.
So have you seen at all Poe's holiday sweater for sale anywhere?
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
They actually make it?
Etsy. It's on Etsy.
What?
Yes.
Oh.
Or Redbubble. I don't remember. I remember it being on Etsy, but I believe it's also on Redbubble.
Same
There's
difference.
There's also another specific thing that we will get into when we get there, but yeah. Sweater is on sale on Etsy if you like look up Poe Dameron holiday special sweater or something along those lines. Oh, not sponsored by Etsy, just
saying if you want, because now I gotta look for it. And I'll wear it when we watch the holiday special in November, the Life Day one. So whole episode or whole series, because it's an hour long, so I forgot how short it was, because Jen and I were setting it up.
About an hour.
Yeah, it's an hour. It's like any other thing we're watching on Disney Plus, like any other show, because like Jen and I are getting ready, getting like popcorn out, getting some sodas and things. We're thinking we're gonna be in for a long haul. It's like, it's 49 minutes. Oh, okay, well, cool.
49 minutes with like the international credits.
Yeah. But they give you a lot in those 49 minutes. I think that's why it feels long, but not long bad, long entertaining. Because the whole story,
right.
Yeah, because the whole story is basically Rey trying to teach Finn the best way she can, and her going to seek out a way to do it, and essentially we get into time travel.
Yep. I mean, to be fair, time travel's kind of already been established in Rebels through Worlds Between Worlds. Mm-hmm. We don't know 100% if those two are connected, like this whole like Doctor Strange crystal. It kind of reminded me of Doctor Strange doing the magic thingy but instead of this, it's with like the crystal and all that. Like I don't know. I didn't put that in my notes, but I just thought of that now, and like the whole portal thing is also pretty similar to Doctor Strange's portals, space and time.
I love how through most of it, BB-8's going with her.
Yeah, most of it, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's such a small little thing, but it's like, BB-8. I like BB-8.
It's interesting because BB-8's like Poe's droid, and the fact that BB-8 and Rey have also been like they're also pretty connected because we see them like interact a lot in Force Awakens. Mm-hmm. Rey, Finn, and BB-8 trio thing on Jakku. So
right.
Makes sense.
So, first place Rey goes to is to see Luke training with Yoda on Dagobah.
Yes. It was cute. I liked it.
Yeah, I think they kind of
Very brief.
not to be that guy, but I think they kind of messed up on the scaling between like Yoda and Luke. But I think they're just going by Lego scaling, not necessarily like
Yeah, it's Lego. It's
yeah,
Lego Star Wars.
yeah.
Don't anticipate it to be any like once again, like, let me rephrase this once again. This isn't like canon. This is canon adjacent. So anything that happens, like, whatever, it's their own canon. So plus it's a time travel thing. So it's debatable.
I'll say
But
this
yeah,
though,
they're
like
on. Yeah.
as someone who has built plenty of Lego Star Wars stuff, I gotta say, even like in the show, even like in the Lego movies, like the Lego Star Wars stuff does look pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't look like, just because like like a lot of like the vehicles and stuff have texture in Star Wars, it looks like the texture of the Lego bricks belong, which I always thought was kind of neat. Anywho, so she sees him train. She's like, "Oh snap, gotta go." Leaves, boom, and then she goes to see or listens to like Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon, and then like I love how Obi-Wan is like a party guy.
Who cares about a trade dispute?
I'm bored. Which is weird because, like, obviously, in the Phantom Menace, he was like almost opposite. Like, it's almost like Qui-Gon would have been the
Yeah,
trade
I'm pretty sure
dispute.
this is post Phantom Men or not post, pre Phantom Menace. That whole scene between him and Qui-Gon.
Mm-hmm.
This might be right before. I don't remember.
And then she goes to, so she leaves there. Next scene, she's with Anakin and Obi-Wan.
On the elevator thing. Yeah.
Yep. And I love how it starts. It's like Obi-Wan's like, mind your feelings. Anakin's holding a bouquet of flowers. Like, oh, what? Oh.
Yep, that's my favorite scene. Like, I have a lot of favorite scenes, but that's one of them.
Uh-huh.
Like, yeah, that scene, and then obviously, Rey's like also like trying to hide from them, while trying not to disturb the timeline.
Yep.
And then maybe it's like, "Are you sure you didn't they didn't see you?" And Rey's like, "Oh yeah, I'm sure." And then they just they jump up behind her, sabers ignited, and Obi-Wan's like, "Hello there."
Yep.
Goodness, I love like, these references. Like, oh my god. And then Rey creates the portal and like jumps out, and they don't follow her, but
Like
it's really funny.
Jen pointed something out at that scene, like when she did the portal and she jumps out, like Obi-Wan and Anakin give each other a look, like, we can do that? Like, just the confused look of like, huh? Like, we can do that? What the hell? Like, what? I was never trained this. What the heck?
Oh man. Yep. So.
The next scene we get into is Rey helping Luke blow up the Death Star.
Yes. That was pretty interesting.
Listen to your master. Use the Force, Luke. Like a lot of these beginning scenes are like, I guess
Direct references to the source material.
Yeah, direct references, but also like setting up for what we're going to see later on, because she is jumping through different portions, but then it just becomes chaos. Like next, so she shows up,
man.
and like now I know she goes back to the planet afterwards when she like helps Luke destroy the Death Star. Excuse me. Then they leave.
Well, this is Death Star 2.
Yep. What I like about the Death Star 2, whenever they show it, there's always a piece falling off.
Yes, and it's like a Lego piece.
Yep. Like every single time. Foop, foop. And I don't know about you, but I think Lego Vader is very, very adorable. I don't know why. He just looks really cute.
I agree. Oh, Vader's always adorable. What are you talking about?
All right, specifically Lego Vader. Specifically, yes. Regular Vader is always handsome, but Lego Vader is like just like the huge head, and I love how the Emperor is just like a party guy. Like, it's the Death Star 2, and like, oh, it's a little derivative. Yeah. Can we just call it like Star Killer Base? That's stupid. Who would ever want to call it that?
Oh, in my notes. Let me pull up my notes here. I wrote, if you like look at my notes for like, I don't know, the first half, where he mentions like Starkiller. Um, so I said Vader name dropped Starkiller base. I headcanon. He came up with the name because of Starkiller being his secret Sith apprentice. I know it's legends, but still, think about it.
Ah. Oh, you're not. You're right. You're not. Wow. Huh.
Now this is me just galaxy braining,
Yeah.
like I said, this is canon adjacent. Who knows? Revan's now canon because of the Tross visual dictionary and his name dropped somehow in there. Starkiller could still be canon. I don't know. Anything could happen at this point.
Yeah, he could be. I mean, he could. I mean, he was supposed in the games the secret weapon. So.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, and then there's a side story of the subplot. There's just trying to set up the holiday party, and it's just not going anywhere as Poe is planning.
Yep, exactly.
And I was shocked to see, because I saw that you put in who the cast is. I was actually a little shocked. Some of them weren't the original actors. I mean, granted, it's a Lego series, so whatever.
Yeah. Well, they can't afford to get everybody, and plus, some of them have sadly passed away since
This is true.
Rise of Skywalker. So, yeah. So.
But the actors they got sounded very, very damn close. Very close. Yeah. But I do like how they brought back Matt Lanter and James Arnold Taylor back for Obi-Wan and Anakin. I thought that was clever. That was cool.
They always bring them back when they do Clone Wars and prequel stuff for especially the Lego games.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they can't get Ewan and Hayden to voice them, James Arnold Taylor and Matt Lanter, they're the only other substitute voices for those characters. Along with Padme.
I was at a Star Wars celebration, standing next to Matt Lanter, for about 20 minutes, trying to buy a stupid Star Wars shirt. Not a stupid Star Wars shirt because I wanted it, but yeah, I was standing next to him for about 20 minutes. Didn't realize it was him. Yes.
It was in line to get a shirt?
He was with a bunch, so he was there with a handler.
Okay.
It was me, and there's a bunch of people around us, because they all knew who he was, I didn't recognize him. I'm just there, waiting to buy my shirt. Look around like an idiot. Wow, there's a lot of people around this vendor, man. This guy's making some good sales. All right, waiting for my shirt. He walks by. I'm like, that's a really handsome-looking guy. Holy crap! Because they're hot. They're Hollywood, whatever. They're done up. They look better than us mere mortals. And he walks by. I'm like, that's a good-looking dude. All right. And I go back. I pay for my shirt, and all of a sudden, right when I pay for the shirt, it hit me who it was. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I turn around, and he's already, having a flock of seagulls chase him down.
Man.
And I'm like, oh, there goes that, David. Good job. Good job.
At least they didn't freak out in front of him or anything like that. I would have kept calm, any other guest at a con, I met Billy D. freaking Williams at a convention once, and I was pretty calm.
Really? That's pretty dope.
Yeah, I have an autograph from him, actually. Grab it real quick. Voila.
Oh, that is so cool.
Authentic, too.
Yeah, that is so cool.
Speaking of Billy D. Williams, he was one of the returning voice casts in this special.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
Oop.
Oh, don't drop him.
I ain't dropping that. I ain't dropping Lando. Anyway. Yeah, so... Lando, obviously Anthony reprised his role as 3PO.
Mm-hmm.
Billy D. Williams reprised his role as Lando. I believe Kelly Marie Tran came back to voice Rose.
I think you are correct on that. Yeah, according to the thing you put, she did.
She did. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And there are many others that came back to voice their characters from either the shows or the films. So, but a lot of them are the new voice cast, and they sound really good. So,
I love
Anyway.
how Mando didn't have a. Well, we'll get to that later, but Mando didn't have a voice. He was just chilling.
Yeah, it was like a brief cameo
Yeah.
type thing.
So Rey gets to the Death Star, and it's Life Day that day, and Vader gives the Emperor a gift, and it's like Galaxy's best Emperor. Of course, I'm the Galaxy's best Emperor. I'm the Galaxy's only Emperor.
Yep.
And I love what you put here, and if anyone can tell us if this is true, please let us know, because in the Lego special they reference Batuu.
Yes.
And
Two is canon.
It is
Canon.
Canon. And
Don't sell it in the parks, unfortunately, which is why I put please sell that mug. Please put that mug in the parks if it's canon, because Vader got it from somewhere in
Right.
Batuu. So come on, guys. Come on. Pablo Hidalgo, if you're listening, or Matt, or any Lucasfilm Story Group people listening to this, like, just a suggestion, like, put that mug in Batuu, like, anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, make it like a secret item or something, and like make it hard to find. Like Vader said, it was hard to find. Like, yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Like sell only one a day.
Yeah, one a day.
You know,
that would be accurate.
Now the question is, do you want it to look like an actual coffee mug with the Emperor on it, or actually look specifically like the Lego version with the Lego Emperor on it?
I mean, like, if I remember correctly, like, Galaxy's Edge does sell like real mugs, so like make it a real mug.
I mean, it could still look like a Lego mug, and you can still use it for coffee. You know, I'm just saying. It might
like, I don't know. It would be too obvious. It would be too obvious to be like a Lego mug.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It would make it easier to find. So Vader follows Rey to present day because, you know, like, Rey does her Doctor Strange time travel thing.
Yeah, they discover Rey's like presence, and they discover, you know, that portal. So Vader follows her to present day.
Me wanty, you getty.
Yes.
and I gotta say, even though, because even Jen pointed out also, she's like, even though Vader looks adorable in Lego form, they still find a way to make him intimidating when he's like going up against Rey.
Yeah, oh my god, like, even when he fights Rey, like, in the special, even though he's, like, a Lego version of Darth Vader, like, he's still very, very intimidating, like, to watch. Like, I remember when I first, like, watched the special when it, like, first came out, I was, like, super intimidated by him, and, like, I was, like, actually, like, worried that he would actually, like, win at some point, and, like, you know, grab the crystal. And I mean, it does happen, but like in a way I didn't expect, you know. So that's that.
There's a thing here you put in the notes. The Jedi storyline here is a perfect base for Saber Guild show performance. What do you mean by that exactly, Millie? Because I am intrigued.
Okay, so imagine, I mean, this whole, like, story, like, time travel storyline is already too perfect, because I've seen, like, Saber Guild shows where, like, they show, like, I've seen, like, a Saber Guild show on YouTube where, like, Rey somehow time travels to the past, and she's fighting, like, a generic Sith, and it makes sense because she did time travel and meets Palpatine. Like, it reminded me of that Saber Guild show, and that's why I, like, kind of wrote it down here. And this entire, like, plot, I think it was, like, Dathomir Temple's, like, whole Saber Guild show. They're, like, based in Pennsylvania, if I remember correctly. I'm in their I'm friends with one of them on Facebook, and yeah. Yeah, this is like Saber Guild stuff that I thought would be pretty cool.
I never even thought, because like I mean we're getting like too meta, but like I never even thought of it like that way, because like I know we do the same thing in our group because we have a Rey, we have two Reys, and I'm always like, how do we explain Rey being there with Luke Skywalker in an event? That makes no sense. But now it's like, oh, time travel, yeah, that makes perfect. God damn it. Okay. Anywho.
You're welcome for future inspiration for shows.
Yes.
If you ever come up with one.
Thank you. So yeah,
Just use this exact special and just roll with it.
run
Like
with
use
it.
like concepts from the special and just run with it.
So we have Rey fighting Vader, which is dope, and I like what you said here. Never could imagine, but that we would see that, but here we are with the Lego special. Rey and Vader going at it.
Only possible is time travel.
Yep. They go to Hoth, and it's Vader on Vader, and it's like, why are you not following me?
Oh my
You're laying right over
God.
there. That's not me. That's not me. That is me. I am me. I'm you. You're not you. You're me.
I'm just like you. You're just like me. So I just, oh God, I just had that Barbie song stuck in my head for a while, and now it's like back.
Um.
Oh man.
Yeah. So they fight each other. So they fight each other. And it's like, impressive, most impressive. You are me. Destroy her.
Them also like breathing as well at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh my God. Yeah.
So Rey does her thing. I guess I think two stormtroopers fall with her, right? No.
Two snow troopers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now we're back.
Then-
Now we're on Mustafar.
Yes. We went from icy cold planet to very hot planet.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, Mustafar happens. We see like a recreation of the Obi-Wan Anakin dialogue when they were I guess on top of the lava. I don't remember what they're called. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that. I forget exactly what they said, but it's kind of similar to what they said in Revenge of the Sith.
Mm-hmm.
Then they get involved. Like they ended up going through the portal, and then they end up on episode 1 pod race.
Yep.
Then yeah,
It's a
all
lot.
Those, like yeah, there's a lot like yeah. I it's just fan service like section here like I think.
Like it makes you wonder because again they go through like the Mustafar fight. They go through Mustafar. They go to the pod race. They go to the Mandalorian cameo. They do through Exegol, like some clones. Oh yeah, the clones having the little banter. I thought that was kind of funny. Like sometimes I feel like we're the same person. So do I. Jinx, you owe me a Coke. And it makes you wonder.
Hey, Coke is canon.
That's true. I have
It's like Galaxy's Edge.
I have like a little thing up there on my collection right now.
Yeah.
So it makes you wonder when the people were writing this, and they're like, "Yo, let's make like a time travel story." Do you think they had like a dartboard and they just chucked darts at whatever, and at whatever landed, it's like, all right, cool, that's going in this.
What time period should these characters go to?
Yeah. It's like just boom, boom. Okay, that's going. Boom, that's going. That's going. Because then like it turns into like a melee on Tatooine.
Yeah.
Because we have Luke doing the.
Oh wait, you forgot the Mandalorian cameo. I mean, we talked about it briefly, but you know the Mandalorian cameo.
So sky opens up, and
Yeah.
like they're falling through, and there's like Mando looking cool, sitting like with his shoulder against like a wall with like a little Grogu in his pocket.
This is like season 1 Mando when he's like with IG 11 or IG 88.
I don't remember. That specifically is not IG8, but it is IG something.
IG something.
I think it's IG 11.
IG 11. Yeah, you're right. It's IG 11. Yeah, this is like during season 1 when they're like, yeah, fighting off like those stormtroopers.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he still has his old armor.
Yep.
So that indicates it's season 1 Mandalorian.
So he's falling. They're falling
and
through.
Rey sees Grogu and she says, "Oh, so cute."
Well, he makes the baby noises, and she's like, "Yeah, and oh," and then he just keep on falling. Very very quick cameo. I'm kind of glad they didn't throw them in the mix.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, I was expecting them to be like a brief cameo. Even yes, we did get that scene in the trailer as well, but I'm glad they didn't go further.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a couple of them did end up going through the portal, but they're like the stormtroopers that we've mentioned before. Then they end up on Tatooine as well, and it just gets crazy from here and on out.
I love the hello there, like the three hello there.
My God. And then young and old Han Solo just like,
Do you want to shoot first? By
yo.
all means.
And then Greedo's, oh my God, this special, like, oh, it's fan service. That entire scene is fan service. Like, wow.
Don't they specifically shoot Greedo?
I think so. I
Yeah.
think they both shot Greedo, or wanted to shoot Greedo, I guess, but then everybody starts fighting each other. It just gets crazy from there.
Mm-hmm. So there's a big melee. Now, this is where I get kind of foggy because I even know I just saw it yesterday. I forgot how.
Oh, I just watched it today.
Oh, there you go. That makes sense.
It's in my notes, I guess, but I didn't really break it down too much. I didn't like break down like who was in there. Like I remember I saw like half Maul, like the half Maul like fighting, and
Yeah.
also like Mace Windu, I think. There's a lot of like prequel. Actually, no, it was every era, like prequel, sequel, and then sequel stuff, like characters in there as well. But I think it was like mostly like First Order stormtroopers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's crazy.
So but what I forget is like how they jump from here, from Tatooine, to Kylo Ren. That's why I get kind of foggy.
Oh God, I don't remember. I think it was just a cutaway scene while all that's happening. It's cut to like Kylo and Last Jedi with his shirt off.
Yep.
It's like a whole cutaway thing, and then Hux like is flustered by his appearance and then just leaves.
And he keeps on dropping.
Actually, no, Vader. Oh, like okay, no. Before that, now I'm starting to remember. So I think like Luke drinks his blue milk, like sees Rey and Vader behind him, and he says, "Master Luke," and then Vader says, "My son," and Luke goes, "What?" And then she's, "Oh my, these binary sons." And then like Vader because Luke is holding the crystal. I'm now remembering it. So Luke is holding the crystal, like the time travel crystal. Rey and Vader both come after Luke, and then Luke is like, "This is a private property."
Oh yeah.
You know. And then I believe Vader gets the crystal somehow and leaves Rey and Luke behind. I believe. I don't remember. I think they also go through the portal and like go back to like. Oh no, because no, Rey and Luke then go to the planet.
That's right. Okay, yeah.
Vader and like the three of them go to the planet. Vader traps Rey and Luke on the temple. I don't remember, planet, whatever. Then like uses the crystal to like go back to his own time and shows the Emperor like it's time travel thing, and they both discover time travel. So
okay,
and then both Vader and Palpatine then go into 30 years specifically into the future.
You're
and
right.
How they can control how like when they want to go into the future, I guess. So, and that's how they ended up in the Last Jedi. Pre Last Jedi, if I had to guess, when the scene with Kylo and Hux take place, considering like helmet's already smashed and you know.
It's pre The Rise of Skywalker, I think. It's like post it's like post.
So?
Yeah, I think it's post. Like I think that scene specifically is post.
Because he also breaks his helmet like during Last Jedi, like when he's in the elevator. Actually, no, he already killed Snoke, so this would be pre Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, because he said he's calling himself the Supreme Leader right now at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's killed Snoke already.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you're right. You're right. Unless this is like before he meets Rey on Crate.
I think it's before Crate. I want to say because
I don't know.
because
It's either during Last Jedi, like after he kills Snoke, or like post Last Jedi, pre Rise of Skywalker. I don't know exactly, but it's in that
yeah,
It's in that time frame. So,
because he's being Ben Swallow because he has his shirt off and stuff.
yes,
So
he had his shirt off. Hux was flustered. Like he kept like messing up his words. Like, yeah, I was getting a little LGBT vibes from Hux there, if you know what I mean. So, God, Canon Hux would never, or would he? I don't know.
I mean, speaking from being a cis male, when you see like
Okay.
another Jack dude, you can't help but say, "Man, you're a pretty handsome Jack dude. Holy shit!" And sometimes it does kind of
Okay.
affect you, you know, like
Sure.
like for instance, if like Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime are standing next to me shirtless, I'd be flustered.
Okay.
Just saying, you know. Or Dwayne the Rock Johnson, like if I saw that massive a human being, you know, standing next to me shirtless, I'd be flustered too. I'm just saying, you know.
Okay. Okay. I'm not judging you.
I'm just saying, you know, I'm like, wow, Jesus, what do you eat? Good God. I'll never lift as much as you do. Jesus fudge.
But like but the thing is, like Hux and Kylo hate each other, so it was very very like caught me off guard. Certainly the first time I watched that scene.
I mean, maybe that
Like
hate is covering up
like
some
yeah.
type of, you know.
Hey. Like I mean, then again, this is Lego humor we're talking about here, so like none of this could matter anyway.
Right.
Even though like this is Lego, you know.
Well, that's the thing I love about Lego, because even when that specific scene more or less happened with like shirtless Kylo in the Last Jedi, it was a
Yeah.
very awkward scene any way you paint it, you know.
Yeah.
Because Rey's like, "Can you put a shirt on or something or a towel?" And they just like, "Oh, let's work with that and let's make it as like funny and as awkward as we possibly can."
Goodness.
Because then, like, you know, the Emperor shows up and he's like, "I'm a supreme leader," and he goes, "Oh, a supreme leader more than Emperor? Whatever happened to me?" And he's like, "Oh, I got a story to tell you."
Proceeds to tell the entirety of the Skywalker trilogy.
Yep.
Which he did.
Mm-hmm.
Now Palpatine and Vader both know their future.
Right.
But they don't believe them with the, Last Jedi, not Last Jedi scene, the Return of the Jedi scene with, Vader throwing Palpatine down the reactor shaft.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they didn't believe him, but,
You throw down a reactor shaft, and no one ever comes back from that ever. So where are we now? So he's flustered. Rise of Skywalker, Palp wants to, or like Return of the Jedi, wants to team up with Kylo.
Palpatine and Vader meet Kylo. Palpatine recruits him to be like his new Sith apprentice. I guess Kylo agrees because he's Kylo.
Yep.
Guess, and Vader's just sidelined once again. Yeah, it's all blurred from here because I guess I kind of wrote my notes out of like semi in order, but yeah, it's yeah. I don't know. Do you remember what happens next?
So they go back to the Death Star, and then like Palpatine sends Vader away to go get Luke Skywalker. And like Kylo Ren goes, "Wait, this is the exact chain of events that makes you fall down that." That's where he says the line. This is the exact like chain of events that makes you fall down that reactor shaft, and no one ever comes back from that ever. And he looks right into the camera as he says it. And then from here it switches over to back to the Millennium Falcon and the havoc of them trying to get like the whole like Life Day thing going, because like Poe at this point burnt some stuff with the Millennium Falcon exhaust like to a crisp. Dio is a fire extinguisher and he put him away and he like kind of blew him out.
Yep. Yep.
So, like, they called in some help, which is obviously Lando Calrissian, which was dope. Him coming in. And
before he came in, he got a Max Rebo appearance.
yes.
Now, remember when I said I was going to bring up a specific connection to the canon, like, shows in this, not just Mandalorian? There's, like, okay, there's a line Poe says to Max Rebo. He mentions that only Max Rebo showed up. Isn't it the Max Rebo 6? Where are the other 6 members? And Max Rebo makes a sad noise, and then Poe says, "Oh, my condolences," suggesting that they have died. Guess who died in that explosion in Book of Boba Fett in Garsa's sanctuary? That's right, Max Rebo's band members.
Oh.
And Max Rebo wasn't there.
Right.
So it connects. That specific line connects to Book of Boba Fett.
I completely forgot about that.
Yes.
Huh.
You heard it here first, folks. Watching that scene post Book of Boba Fett hit me hard.
Yeah.
It hits harder.
Huh.
Yep.
So wait, and this came out prior to the Book of Boba Fett?
This came out prior to Book of Boba Fett.
Ah.
Like 2020. 2021. Or was it 2020?
I think
it's pre Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah, pre Book of Boba Fett. So it came out like at the ass end of 2020 November. Book of Boba Fett dropped in last year in 2021. Huh. No shit.
Yep. And this takes place post Rise of Skywalker, which means Max Rebo's still alive.
He looks good for being 30 years older. Holy shit.
And that reference is a reference to Mandalorian era Max Rebo's band. So
yeah.
Crazy. I love that connection. I am pretty sure that is a direct reference to that explosion in Book of Boba Fett.
Hold on, wait. Or Max Rebo just keeps on losing like band members because
he almost died in Return of the Jedi.
Because hang on.
Because of the barge.
So, this is fine. Okay, no, I got my timelines mixed up. For a second there, for a split second, I thought that the Book of Boba Fett Mandalorian took place 5 years after the Rise of Skywalker. I missed.
No, it's after Return of the Jedi.
Gotcha. Yeah, I messed myself up for some reason.
It's pre sequels. So
yeah. So for like 25 years, he never put a new band together. Holy shit.
Yep.
I guess he just couldn't do it. He's like, I lost my other guys. I'm not going to do it. F it. I'm not putting the band together. Just be a solo act.
Yep. Like, I remember when Book of Boba Fett first came out, and people were like, "Whoa, what is Max Rebo dead?" And I'm like, guys, have you seen the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special? He shows up.
Yeah.
That takes place post-Tross, so he's obviously still alive. And God, that throwaway line, like, it was so, like, random at the time, but now it makes sense post Book of Boba Fett, if you think about it. Like, it's crazy. Like, yeah, I'm just so proud of that I caught that post Book of Boba Fett, like, after rewatching that. It's kind of crazy.
Because honestly, like, I didn't even catch that at all. Like, that just, like, that's some good shit. That
just flew over your head. Like,
yeah. No, it really did. It, like, honestly really did. Huh.
Well, hey, now you know.
Yeah.
I feel like tweeting about that now because I don't think anybody caught that.
No. So. I definitely think you should. Good call, Millie. Holy shit.
I'm making that a tweet after this. For sure.
So, damn, I'm glad we watched this. So,
you're welcome.
Max Rebo shows up. Lando shows up with the rest of the crew for the party. Zoriel shows up with Babu Freak, which is always great, and some more Tip Yip.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and like
she can get at the parks on Batu.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yep.
Huh.
It's also, you can also make it yourself if you have the Galaxy's Edge cookbook.
No shit.
Which I have.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
hey man, if you can't go to Batu, why not make food from Batu at home?
That's true.
So
Admiral Akbar saying, it's a wrap!
I don't know if it's Akbar, because he did die during, spoiler alert, I mean, I've already been spoiling the entirety
Oh,
of...
you're right. He did.
I think it's just a Moncal, unless it was like Akbar's son.
Yeah. I think you're right. I forgot about that. I'm getting my timelines mixed up.
That's why I didn't say Admiral Akbar. I just said Moncal because I didn't know exactly who it was, but never know.
And I'll say, and there's something here you put like where while Kylo and Palpatine sit in the Death Star, Vader fetches Luke on Endor, and I know it's a Lego movie and it's technically a kids movie in many ways, but Rey speaking to Force Ghost Yoda or that entire thing it is a little bit tear jerking. It really is.
Yes. There are several moments where I almost teared up again. After watching those scenes, like, whoo. Yep.
And a cute scene of farm boy Luke fixing up a BB-8 happens around this area also. And then we learn that Rey could do this the whole time, just didn't need that one crystal. She could just make it crystallize with other stuff that's in there, which they all look seriously like kyber crystals, which I find interesting, but...
I mean, it could be a secret Jedi temple, like Ilum was, you know?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It kind of... I think people on Twitter pointed out that like, entire, like, door, I guess, with the crystal that was, like, in it, like, looked like one of those, like, Jedi temple door thingies, I don't remember, from, like, Fallen Order, which was interesting. Like Google a side-by-side comparison if you want to know exactly what they looked like together.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, people pointed out that they both looked pretty familiar in those.
Huh. I'll have to take a look.
I don't think we actually know the name of, like, the planet that Rey was on when she was, like, when she was in that temple, I guess.
And it's funny.
I don't think so.
They say the planet several times, but it's like I don't know why. Again, yeah, you're right. Like I can't remember it either. They said at least 3 times in that episode, or not episode, that Lego special.
Did they? I don't remember.
Yeah, because like every now and then Yoda's
gotta
like,
look into that.
Meanwhile, on the planet, or Rey has to go to the planet.
Yeah, I don't know why I don't remember it.
It's one of those names that if we remembered, we'd probably win like at a bar. What's it called?
Yeah, a Star Wars trivia game. Yeah, at a bar. Yeah,
that'd be the one we lose.
Yep.
Skater, hi, I'm at work, stopping in to say hi, and I'll be listening. Awesome, bro. Thanks for saying what up. We're just talking Lego stuff, you know, Lego Star Wars, man. Thanks for coming in. You know, we have a theory that's really hard for people to hate on the Lego stuff, so I hope you can prove us right or wrong with that statement. I'm not sure what can of worms I'm opening by saying that. So now Rey goes to the Death Star 2, and another piece falls off.
Well, him and Rey, like both Luke and Rey.
Oh yeah, both Luke and Rey go
there.
More
Luke and Rey.
And they get there, another piece of the Death Star falls off. And then that's where, or before they show up, that's when Kylo Ren says, "Oh, we have another Death Star. We built another Death Star, so we call it Star Killer Base." And the Emperor's like, "That is such a cool name." And like the Vader's like, "That's the same name I said." Like, I don't get it. So
Kylo Ren said it better.
So they come back.
He also probably knew that his thing was called, I don't know.
Yeah.
Kylo told the story.
So they come back. Point. And this is where, again, for me, it also gets foggy, even though I just watched it yesterday. ADHD, gotta love it. So they get there, and I guess Vader overhears Palpatine talk about his master plan to, like, to kill Vader and have, like, Kylo Ren as his new apprentice. And he's like, I ain't want that.
I think he skipped the part when, like, Kylo and Palpatine, like, turn around, like, Luke and, like, Rey show up, like, through the portal, and Rey was surprised to see Ben there.
Oh, yeah, she was Ben!
Then I just got a little emotional there from that, and then that happens.
Yeah.
Or no, I think they fight, and then like they overhear, like Vader and Return of the Jedi Luke overhears that, and Luke, farm boy Luke, at some point during the battle gets knocked out, so obviously he doesn't see his future self.
Right.
Thank goodness, time travel. Yeah, it just gets badass from there. Yeah, so I wanted to add that. That's important.
And it is a cool fight to see, more or less, because
it's also a cool parallel to the similarities between Luke and Vader's fight in Return of the Jedi and Rey and Kylo's fight in both The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker.
Right.
Because of how similar they are, and the fact that all four of them are fighting each other is like
awesome.
Awesome.
See, now that would be a dope scene to like redo with like real costume characters at a Saber Guild event or something.
Can happen.
Yeah, it can.
Just got to get the right people and members to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I heard doing choreography in a Vader costume. It's doable, but very, very sucky, for lack of a better word.
To be Palpatine, all you gotta do is sit down and just watch. I mean, people have been approved in Saber Guild as Palpatine, like from the original trilogy. So
they have.
It can work.
Yeah.
So
we actually
have to be a Sith Master.
We have a guy right now like trying to do a Palpatine. I can't wait for it because he's already like a tiny, kind of like a smaller guy that kind of busts people's chops as it is. So him as Palpatine just makes it work.
Kind of want to convince my friend who does Palpatine here locally to like, join Saber Guild just to be Palpatine. It would be pretty cool for him to help with voice, because we don't have a lot of Palpatines who are active here locally, so he would be really cool as like he does a really good Palpatine voice, by the way, if you haven't heard it. Yeah, every time we want to do like Palpatine for like a future Saber Guild show here, I'll just ask him to do the Palpatine voice because his Palpatine voice is like too perfect. So
I'll say this: if I'm still doing Saber Guild stuff by the time I'm for the next 30 years or so, by the time I'm 60 or 70, I am so being Palpatine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or who's another old Sith, like
Dooku.
Yes. Dooku, it's true.
And Dooku or Christopher Lee was a tall boy, and I'm a tall boy,
yep.
So it'd work. Anywho, yeah. So they get into the fight. We go off topic so hard. So they get into the fight. They're going at it. Semi-related. They're doing clacky, obviously.
Yep.
And then like they all start fighting for the crystal. And then Rey gets the crystal, and she says which makes you feel. It does make you feel bad when she says goodbye, Ben, as she sends him back to.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So and I love it because not that particular scene, but he goes back to his timeline, and he gets there, whatever, and all of a sudden like his mask just breaks apart. And he just goes ape shit. And he just starts destroying his freaking like throne, like he did in the Force Awakens. Hux walks in. He's like and just backs up slowly.
Yeah. Yep.
It's a stupid scene, but I like that scene. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, me too. It was really funny.
So then like the Emperor's like, oh, what would you ask Rey? Do you want to be my new apprentice?
Like Rey has ever experienced that before.
I know, right? Which, you know what I find really interesting about the whole off topic is you see the fan made thing where they wanted Star Wars What If. I did see that, Skater. Well, we can discuss that in my stream after the show, maybe. But what I find interesting, and I don't want to bring it up. I'm a little worried bringing it up just because what it could cause. But I find interesting how in the Lego, we know it takes place after the Rise of Skywalker, the Lego Holiday Special. Right. But they don't make except for one reference, they don't make too many references to that movie in this special.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they only go into like The Last Jedi, and then that's pretty much it. They don't make any other like reference to the Rise of Skywalker, so I find that kind of interesting a little bit. Other than the Exegol, I'm going slowly through it.
Well, and like Rey, I mean, Rey kind of sorta, not really acknowledging that Ben has passed on, and this is him,
right?
Because that's like through her voice when she says goodbye, Ben. Like that kind of indicates that she's sad that she won't see him again.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's also, I'll say this now before I forget later on, but toward the very end of the special where everyone's like partying on Kashyyyk, we see Force Ghost, Luke and Leia, dressed the same way as they did at the very end of Rise of Skywalker, which was very fitting. So that's also a reference to that movie.
That's true. Yeah, okay, I'm mistaken.
And of course the Jaina, not Jaina. What am I saying? Zoe Bliss also showing up. The other character's name, I'm forgetting her name.
Oh, yes, you're right.
Those two characters also show up at some point.
Yeah, and Babu Frick. So let's see.
So.
Before goes Luke and Leia. I wonder if all them dances. Oh yeah. So what's this about the Grinch ending?
Oh, are we just completely skipping over like entire like Death Star 2 scene like toward the very end?
Oh, I forgot about that. Sorry. Thank you. Lead us into it, Millie, because it's like super fresh in your mind this episode or this Lego series.
So. Okay, so Death Star 2 fights. So obviously, Rey gets after like Rey closes the portal. Palpatine. It's now down to I think Palpatine, Vader, Luke, and Rey. Right. Mm-hmm. So, I'm gonna butcher this entire scene, but I'm just gonna I guess summarize it. So.
Sure.
I think Vader gets electrocuted by Palpatine by accident, so he kind of passes out there.
Right.
So now it's just down to the three of them. So Palpatine, Luke, and Rey. So it's now, I guess, between Rey and Luke versus Palpatine. So, Palpatine knocks Luke out, and then Rey is almost falls into the reactor shaft, but catches herself before she's able to fall. The crystal is like, arm's reach, I guess, sort of, not really. I guess Palpatine, torments her, and I don't remember exactly what happens, even though I watched it today. But, I think, Rey sees Luke in the distance, trying to, grab it, and something about letting go, Rey, Rey...
the first lesson you ever learned.
First lesson you ever learned, let go, and then that happens, I guess Vader, is conscious again, they're both spinning in the chair, the spinny chair. And while they're both in the spinny chair, Rey grabs a hold of the unconscious farm boy Luke, brings him back to his own time. Return of the Jedi, Luke's like, don't you want to see what happens? And Rey's like, I already know what happens. I'm from the future. No, she didn't say that, not really, but she said that she already knows what happens. And says, may the Force be with you. Luke says, oh, nice kid. And then she and past Luke leave and returns him to his own time. And I guess during all of that, returns everybody else to their own times. And then, and then I guess Rey makes Rey returns Luke to his hut, and I guess make sure that Luke wasn't aware of the time travel stuff and makes him think he eventually wakes up that it was probably just
A
all
dream.
because of the blue milk he was drinking.
Right.
Um, then we cut back to like Palpatine and Vader like in the spinny chair, and it stops, and then Vader's kind of pissed about Palpatine betraying him and throws him down the reactor shaft. And apparently, as Vader was about to throw Palpatine down the reactor shaft, Vader for some reason wears a Christmas sweater underneath his
Yeah.
armor. It's very random, but I guess it's for the Lego set that came out at the same time. I don't know, but that happened, and then as soon as like Palpatine or Vader throws Palpatine down the reactor shaft, um, Palpatine somehow redeems himself like the Grinch. I don't know.
Why am I so mean? This
There
is actually
there
a
is
nice
another
gift.
Grinch reference. I guess fast forward to when like everybody like is partying on Kashyyyk. There's like everybody's dancing in a circle, similarly to when the Who's and Whoville like are dancing around the Christmas tree in the Grinch.
Huh.
So that's my Grinch reference there in my notes.
Gotcha. I did not catch that. Although I haven't seen how the Grinch Stole Christmas in like years, so.
Yep. I mean,
Um,
it's a very iconic scene, so just look up a clip of it. But yeah, I caught that straight away.
hang on. Let me
There's
look.
another holiday special reference, like a classic holiday special reference, which I will get into when we get there. So,
Images. Tree dancing. Hang on a second. Show me the Broadway shows, and show me the original. Hang on.
just the animated Grinch special, like the original, like 70 something or 60 something.
You're a mean one. Miss. Oh!
Huh?
Okay, I see what you mean now.
Oh, no.
Yep, I see it now. Yeah. Yeah, and they probably did it in reference to that, or to pay homage, however you want to call it.
The homage. Yep, exactly.
You can make How a Grinch Stole Christmas do-it-yourself Christmas tree? Oh, okay. Nope, ADHD's kicking in. Stop. Okay, anywho.
No. Rolling back in.
Bring me back.
So,
Bring it back, Millie. I'm going everywhere. Ah.
okay, so where are we? So everybody's partying. Yeah, the whole like partying on Kashyyyk thing. I think that's when Chewie's family shows up before, but we actually do see Chewie's family like from the original holiday special, which you brought up earlier. They're partying on Kashyyyk with everybody. It's snowing. Forgot to bring that up.
Oh yeah.
Snowing. And there actually is there is actually a tree in the Millennium Falcon, but they're like all outside anyway, dancing in a circle.
Yeah.
So yeah. So we see like the Leia and Luke Force Ghosts from Rise of Skywalker, like I mentioned earlier, the other Rise of Skywalker reference, and I wrote down in my notes. Yoda ending the special, showing up dressing like Sam the Snowman from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, had me LOL the first time I watched this.
Sam the Snowman. Oh. I did not catch that. Holy shite.
Another Christmas special reference. So, that I caught at least. I'm pretty sure there are multiple that I missed, but those are the two main ones that I caught.
Huh. That is
and
very
Yoda
interesting.
is narrating the entire special, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
So.
And he's not a Force ghost at all through any of it when he's narrating anyway.
No. He was like reading the book. Like, the entire thing was in the book. He closed it. He's not a Force ghost. He's just like Sam the Snowman from Rudolph and is just there.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's Lego. Who doesn't matter. So
So the question is, are you going to watch this again around Christmas time or around the December?
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I
It's like one of the must watches, honestly, for that.
and I got again, it felt weird watching it yesterday in the middle of summer. But it was kind of, Christmas in July, I guess you could call it.
Yeah.
Or holiday in July, whatever you want to call it. One thing I do want to admit, talking about the next one we're going to watch, which is the Halloween special. I've never seen it. I didn't get a chance to see it when it came out.
I've never seen it. Oh, you're gonna love it.
And even though, yes, I can watch it any single time on Disney Plus, it's like once I couldn't see it in October, I'm like, I can't watch it now until next October.
Oh, really?
I'm one of those guys. Like, it's like if I don't see it, like,
There's a lot of 80s movies references I think you'll get. Or a
really,
lot of like pop culture references I think you'll get.
yeah, good to know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm one of those dudes where it's like I have, like, especially for the holidays, from like Halloween all up until New Year, or at least from a beginning of October up until New Year's. Jen and I have a specific list of movies we have to watch per month to get into the holiday spirit. Or not a specific.
Not
Go ahead.
culture. Not just pop culture, horror movie references in general. Like
Ooh.
horror references, like horror genre.
Ooh,
That's all I'll say. I don't want to spoil any like Easter egg spoilers. You just have to find out yourself, and I think you'll catch them.
I will definitely watch it,
So
and I'll do the notes on this one just because. Like I'm the
do
horror
it.
movie guy, so.
Do it. Yes.
That's time for us, unfortunately, friends. It went by pretty quickly. Would you recommend this to anyone else to watch? Obviously.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I absolutely recommend this for anybody to watch during the holiday season or any time during the year. Doesn't have to be during the holidays. So it's a fun movie to watch. And if you want more if you want more post Rise of Skywalker content, I mean, we don't have a lot. That's the only one.
Right.
I recommend watching that. So.
And like I said earlier in the beginning of our show, like it's Lego. Lego's fun.
Lego's fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to. I didn't turn on my lights down there. It's kind of hard not to love Lego, and just enjoy it. Like I've never met any Lego haters when it came to like type of humor, and how they make fun of themselves and how they make fun of the content they're parodying or parodying.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would definitely recommend it. I was laughing the entire time watching it, obviously, yesterday. It's hard not to. But next week, we will be talking about the Lego Halloween special.
Terrifying Tales.
Terrifying Tales. I'm excited because, again, I haven't seen it. But let us know what you guys think down in the comments of what you thought of the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special. If you guys liked it, didn't like it. Anything we might have missed that's holiday related, specifically to other Christmas things that have dropped, since we have like 2 references in this right now.
I caught at least. So
yeah, that Millie caught. Like good eye, Millie. Seriously. But anyway, guys, that's it for us tonight. If you want to find us on the social medias, look us up on Twitter at Ilum Radio. Look us up on Instagram at Ilum Radio. On TikTok at Ilum Radio. Nothing there, but something will be there eventually before the year's over. And if you want to reach out to us directly and give us an idea for an episode you want to hear us talk about, send us an email over at ilumradiopodcast@gmail.com. If you want to talk to us directly and you want to hang out with us directly or just send us sweet nothings into our ears, Millie, where can they find you?
you guys can follow me on Twitter. My username is down below at ME_Halprin, HALPRIN. And you can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Millie_Halprin, MILLIE_HALPRIN. And if I'm forgetting any other social media stuff, I do have a Linktree bio in my Instagram and Twitter bios below. So I also have a YouTube. I forgot to mention it the previous other 6 episodes, but I do have a YouTube channel as well. I do moderate the chat in our YouTube streams. But yeah, if you just type in Millie Halprin, you'll find my YouTube channel. So
If you want to find me, you can find me on Twitter at TheBeardedMenace, Instagram at DavidBeardedMenace, and if you want to hang out with me after tonight's show via my live stream on Twitch, I am at twitch.tv/DavidBeardedMenace. You'll find me every Tuesday and Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern, either building a Gundam or a Lego kit or what have you, or playing a video game if it's a Thursday. Anyway, friends, that is us for the night. We will be back here next Ilum time, next Ilum channel, next Ilum day at Ilum. Same bat time, same bat channel. Yeah, same Ilum time, same Ilum channel. Woo! I can speak today. At 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here, Tuesdays, every single Tuesday. Awesome skater. Thank you very much, brother. And he also said a bit later to you, Millie, our skater boy in the chat. He's just a skater boy. He said, see you later, boy.
we're just about done anyway. So
Anyway, friends, that's us for tonight. As always, be easy, stay frosty, and as the great Yoda always says, may the Force
the Force
be with you. Peace, guys. Bye.